So today we want to look at two parables, two of the most simple, straightforward parables that talk about the kingdom of heaven and what they tell us about us. And they start small, real small. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. The kingdom of heaven is like a small measure of leaven. But it's almost unimaginable what the kingdom can do in you, in me, through you, and through me. Over the last several years of my life, I've come to realize that the most beautiful thing that I can imagine is what the New Testament calls the kingdom of God, or the kingdom of heaven. The reason it's so beautiful is because it's here and yet it's to come. If we don't see both aspects of the kingdom of heaven, we miss something. I mean, if we only see the future aspect, then we might be tempted to just hunker down and wait for it to come. Or if I only see the present kingdom of God, then I'll just live for right now. And I could lose hope because right now the world's not working exactly the way it ought to work. So the kingdom is here and the kingdom's coming. Now, if we don't get both aspects of that kingdom, we will miss something that's so important. For one thing, the kingdom of heaven is yet to come. That's what Isaiah talked about when he said that they'll beat their swords into plowshares. They won't study war anymore. When he said the lion will lie down with the lamb. A child won't be born to trouble. Each man will have security. Each woman will have security. There'll be no sorrow, no more tears. It's just our best and highest dreams. But there's also that aspect of the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, that's right here, right now. When Jesus came, he said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's because Jesus is the king. And when the king's here, the kingdom's here. And Jesus came. And through his death and resurrection, he initiated something. You see, the final coming of the kingdom of heaven will be the final resurrection when God renews this earth and does what he had originally intended to do in this world. And it began with the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. And Jesus taught us that through his resurrection from the dead, he began to initiate God's ultimate plan. The ultimate plan is the coming kingdom, where God will restore this earth, where God will restore mankind. He will do resurrection in and through all of us. But what about our lives today? Am I just kind of putting Band-Aids on in this world? When we feed the hungry and clothe the naked, when we embrace the lonely, when we tell the good news of Jesus Christ, are we just putting Band-Aids on for this world? Or is what we do going to be represented in the final kingdom that is to come? What about that kingdom that's yet to come? Am I doing anything that advances that kingdom? Well, that's what we want to talk about today. The present kingdom of God. How do I fit into that? The future kingdom of God. Do I have any import into that? And me, who am I? I'm so small in comparison to the kingdom. Could I possibly have any impact whatsoever?